good afternoon, brother and sister.
Yes.
Welcome to another sharing of the cloud sharing, another on this month. And myself is Lima. My Dharma name is Wei Lun. Brother Ming Hai. And today's topic I will discuss is practice makes perfect. Everybody want to be perfect. You need to practice.
Yes.
And you will come with it. Just like when you are doing a morning exercise, you have to every morning get up and you do all the push up and all the running. And now I would like to share the screen and for this PPT which I have prepared. Okay, the title is Practice Makes Perfect and Six Perfection. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. This six perfection, we call the six paramita. And myself, we just do the introductions, and then the second speaker will be our sister Sue. We'll talk about the Deepavali, the celebration of Deepavali. We just celebrated our Malaysian, Indian culture, Deepavali, good over bad, triumphs over evil. And then we have this third speaker will be generosity and morality of brother Jing. And then the third speaker will be the forbearance and effort by brother Rodney. And then the Samadhi and wisdom, which I will be covering. Go to the next slide. The sixth perfection. So we have these six paramita in the practice of cultivation. Our master has been advising us to apply the six paramita of six perfection, look to one thing, to practice giving, moral discipline, forbearance, patience or endurance, effort or diligence, concentration or samadhi, and wisdom. And these tools will enable us to safely ride over the tumultuous waves of our afflictions of the now when walk onto the bodhisattva path. This is the topic I will cover later. Now we come to the first paramita of generosity, the giving of monetary of services and effort. So giving monetary is everybody can do, and services is the one which need diligent effort. So in our church volunteers, lovely, we donate funds to help others, as well as using the free time to do good deeds, and then share those in the poverty or ill health, and the personal lessons in the Dharma. That is the paramita of giving. Next, the perfection of the sila or the morality. The precepts are actually our own protection. And in Tzu we have the 10 precepts. And everything we have to uphold. And this is the paramita of precepts. And talking about this pandemic, coronavirus, now is the issue, not in Malaysia alone, but throughout the world. And what are the morality issues involved? The virus. Because we have to follow the government rulings, follow all the SOP, and then so that we will not spread it. We can contain the spread, and everybody will just follow the SOP by wearing face masks, social distancing, and all these factors will come in to help us. And this another aspect of this morality issue is that in Tzu we are asking people to be vegetarian diet, because if you look to the past history and you start with all this the MERS, the virus, our local one, we have the Nipah Vira, then we have the SARS, then we have the mad cow diseases, and then we have the SARS recently, and then now we have the COVID-19. But all these viruses actually originated from the eating of animal. And that's the reason why we have to stop this morality, because in Buddhism, we say that all sentient beings are equal. 众生是平等. So we have to be on that issues. And after that, we have this the morality of the rights and wrong, and then we have also to see that we have to do the right things and not do the wrong thing. The next is forbearance. Forbearance is motivated by wholesome desire for not only peace with it, but also welfare of sentient beings. One who cultivates forbearance lives with little hatred or remorse for others and lives harmoniously with the people around them. And to develop forbearance is how to make an aspiration of harmlessness towards all sentient beings, including ourselves. And our intention of goodwill makes us more careful of words and action. In Church, we always wear the gown of the gentle forbearance, the blue uniform of Church commissioner, which represent Church members, decorous and sincere. They regularly maintain a serene kind of attitude and resolve to be tolerant, responsible, and this is a parameter of forbearance. Next, we have the effort and energetic. The first thing, we have to prevent akusala, the unwholesome desires. And then we have to abandon the purge, the akusala. That means what is bad, we have to suppress it from coming out. And we have to stop immediately. And the next one is, if there is a wholesome deed, we continue or create to do. And we call it kusala. And to keep our wholesome kusala. So in fact, we saw operation of PACK, PAC. So in Church, with regards to practice of the Dharma, we also encourage themselves, fellow cultivators, the path of Bodhisattva. They are tolerant, intolerable, and do the undoer and resolve never to retreat. This is the paramita efforts of the diligence. So you have the weighing scale of the good and the bad. Suppress the bad, let the good to flow. And the Samadhi, when you pursue, leads to a pleasant abiding here and now. Very modern, with the thing, and leads to the attainment of knowledge and vision. 3 leads to the mindfulness and alertness. And 4 leads to the ending of the affluence or the defilement, we call it defilement. So let's keep in mind that our Master Chen Yan's spirit of the Buddha, compassion, and the Master commitment that we work hard for Buddhism and for all living beings. And that every woman, they never lose sight of this. State of mind is the parameter of Samadhi or the contemplation. And the last one is a wisdom and panya, direct opposite of ignorance. It can be different between right and wrong, good or evil. Understand the true nature of sense object, where impermanence, suffering, and non-self, the three non-existent. And the 6th paramita is to overcome generosity, to overcome the greed or missiness, wanting to harm people, morality. And then we have the forbearance versus anger or hatred, effort versus sloth and torpor or laziness, and samadhi and distraction and wisdom ignorance. So these are the tools we use to overcome our daily life, and from there we will learn. So in conclusion, the 6 paramita perfection or state of enlightenment referred by Buddhists are giving the precepts, forbearance, tolerance, effort, religion, samadhi, and contemplation and wisdom. But we haven't developed patient endurance, power, it will actually be hard to practice other paramita. To truly practice the giving, and more discipline in the we need the capacity to endure challenging conditions. To be diligent, Sangha always asks us to be Jing, have meditative concentration, and the wisdom, 智慧. And we also need to establishing the force, the patience of endurance provide us. In terms of having others, we can't be bogged down by obstacles and difficulties we encounter, either the need to go in. Otherwise, what will happen to the people need our care and aid and response? what we think they are suffering and won't have the heart to let them continue suffering. Keeping in mind our goal, we won't be affected by how people treat us, but how to become tolerant and understanding and able to face everyone with a warm, humble, respectful life. Cảm ơn, trân trọng, ai sinh. That's all. I think my slide will be, these are the Jing's Wholesome that we share with you. It's through learning from the trials and everyday life, the human affairs that wisdom is attained. And we have, with determination, one will move forward. Without determination, one will fall back. And the next one is, let gossip be a lesson and take praise as a warning. And this is the orang yang dapat hidup bersahaja bukan orang paling beruntung. And next time we will bring to our speaker our Indian commissioner, first Indian commissioner in the Penang, and unfortunately she was not able with us, and she had to do some recording, and I will try to present the slide, and she has to do it very meticulously and too many slides. I will try to quickly run through the slide and see that we are where the viewing help. Okay.
The most significant festivals of Hindus, Deepavali. Deepavali is often known as the Festival of Lights in Malaysia and is celebrated annually around late October or early November by the Hindus, Jains, Nepalis, Buddhists, and Sikhs. The Festival of Light symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. Thus, the tradition of lighting oil lamps made of clay symbolizes the inner light that drives away spiritual darkness. For Hindus, Deepavali signifies the return of Lord Rama after his 14 years of exile and victory over King Ravana. On Deepavali Day, the Hindus light oil lamps made of clay to signify the return of Lord Rama. During the festival, the Hindus illuminate their homes with oil bath at dawn. Symbolically, oil bath means a new start by eliminating all self-esteem, ego, struggles, and hatreds. The Hindus believe that cleansing of the body is to remove all evil, dirt, and inauspicious things. Deepavali is also celebrated with fireworks and the decoration of floors with Rangoli design known as column. The Hindus also offer prayers to Devi Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity for good fortune, and to the elephant god Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom. Deepavali is not just the lights and fun-filled surprises and gifts. It is also a time to reflect on one's life, past deeds, and making the right changes for the upcoming year. Deepavali is also a celebration to give and forgive. People celebrate with air of freedom, festivity, and friendliness everywhere. Deepavali is a celebration that unites people from every corner, religion, and caste. A time when people mingle about, enjoy, and embrace one another. Most importantly, Deepavali illuminates our inner self. The lights of Deepavali also signify a time to destroy all our dark desires, dark thoughts, and have a deeper inner self-reflection. The celebrating of Deepavali in Malaysia is important in cultivating neighborliness. The open house concept has become a special Malaysian way of life. It's also a great way for the different races to get know each other to spend the public holiday meaningfully. 感恩
Why escape? Press escape. Close. Stop sharing it. Continue this. Who will be the next one? Chronicle. Okay, so you just continue.
Say something.
Continue. Like show me. Yeah. Continue. Okay. So thank you, Sue, Sister Sue. No doubt you can cannot be physical with us, but your heart is with us. And sorry that I could not finish to run the slide because there are too many. And hopefully you excuse. And then we'll bring you to the next speaker, which is Brother Ku, will talk on how Tzu Chi help in the pandemic, COVID-19, and what we do, and so that you all can know behind our Brother Ku's effort. Welcome, Brother Ku, and to talk on how Tzu Chi help in the COVID-19. Welcome, Brother Ku.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Sư Xiong Sư Jie, Amitabha. Tzu Chi is compassionate relief. So during the COVID-19, we are asked by the state government to set up a shelter for the homeless. So on the 26th of March, we set up the homeless shelter for the homeless. We mobilized 25 volunteers to sanitize the place and to set up a bed for 70 clients who will be staying at the shelter. When they move in 2 days later, the homeless people are not used to staying in a proper shelter, and we find that they urinate on the floor, they keep the hall very dirty and all that. So we have to show them that this place is meant as their home, and they have to start to love the place and leave this place as if it is their home. So a few days later, after spending time to share with them and care for them, we have a visit by the Chief Minister of Penang, because this is a state project in collaboration with Tzu Chi to house the homeless. And the CM was quite impressed because after the 5th day, we managed to counsel and talk to the homeless. And every morning they will sweep the floor, mop the floor, wash their own clothes, and even shower. And they even ask for clothes from us so that they can shower every day. And one of the things that we have introduced to them is to be a vegetarian, because most of them are quite elderly, and we find that they have a lot of sicknesses and all that. And becoming a vegetarian is a healthy way to go, and also environment healthy protection. So it's encouraging, but initially a lot of them will complain that eating vegetarian, they don't have strength, they are not used to eat, they like to eat meat and all that. So it takes a lot of counseling and sharing with them that they will overcome this, and they can even healthier if they go through the vegetarian diet. After washing the place and cleaning the place, the homeless are very proud of what they can have achieved. Every day when I go there in the morning, they will take me off the tour of the place after they have cleaned up the place. And, you know, it's like if the place belongs to them and it's the ownership, you know, that they belongs to this place and they are very proud of it. After that, we arrange for them to cut their hair because we feel that they have not cut their hair for a long time, and we want to give them back their dignity, and they feel that, you know, they are still a human being which are loved by everybody, and they should be proud of themselves. We want them to look good and also feel good for themselves. So after cutting their hair, some of them are so touched that they even cry, you know, because they have not been having a proper haircut for a very long time. And we even brought in a professional hairstylist to do a proper haircut for every one of them. And even the press was so impressed that they do news coverage for Tzu Chi to show that, you know, we care for the homeless as if they are our own family members. We move on that since they are staying with us at the shelter, we even arrange for fruits for them to eat so that they become even healthier because of the diet. We even brought them blueberries, banana, grapes, plums. Every day we try to change different fruits, whatever is on the season. And we encourage them to eat healthier diet every day. Soon after, we realized that they were asking for more toothpaste, washing detergent, and soap, because we realized that trying to be healthy and clean, and they are brushing their teeth on a regular basis. They are washing their clothes on a regular basis, and they are taking shower on a regular basis. What is important is they feel that they are now not alone, and they are part of this world, and they are recognized and appreciated in this world. We also teach them to have social distancing. We also encourage them to sanitize their hands every day. They live in harmony, and to show that we care for and love for them, they are not forgotten. We even celebrate birthday for them. And some of them were so shocked that, people even remember their birthday, and we even celebrated birthday for them, and we buy birthday cakes for them, muffins, and we throw in a lot of nice fruits to make sure that they are not forgotten. Also, because on that month when there was nobody's birthday, so we improvise, we celebrate Mother's Day for them. So the mothers are recognized and celebrated on the Mother's Day. So on Hari Raya, we also celebrated Hari Raya with our Malay friends there. We go the extra mile by buying ketupat, all the delicacies are enjoyed by Malays during Hari Raya. After a while, we realized that every day they are sitting there, just idling away. So we come up with this sign language to share with them. Every day at 3 o'clock, we will do some light exercise. Then we'll do sign language on kita satu keluarga, 我们一家人, and we want them to bond as one big and healthy family. That, even though you're staying alone, you're from different races, you're from different age and different nationality, we are all the same. We are one big family. The bonding is very important. So after a while, to my surprise, they learn to care for each other, and the younger ones and the able ones take care of the older and sickly patients, living there, and they even take food for those who cannot walk, and they help them to take showers and all that. So this homeless shelter was a very meaningful project for Tzu Chi, because we touch the lives of all these people and make them feel that they are not forgotten in this world, and they are just as human beings as we are. Coming back to the frontliners, because during the COVID-19, we sent a lot of PPE to the frontliners like the police, hospital, civil defense, prison, school, bomba, because they are important. So we need to show them that they are not alone in this war against COVID-19. Tzu Chi is all the way behind them, supporting them, caring for them, and we are always there for them to fight the war together. We always share with them that in life we must have gratitude. We have to be grateful for what we have. This is my sharing for now. Please stay safe, stay healthy. 祝福你们，感恩。
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Ku.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so
Thank you, Brother Ku.
before we end, I have a question asking now. So for all the deeds that we have done and all the good deeds that we try to achieve, and for the audience that's online or the people that's going to watch this video in the future, what one sentence you can tell them? There's only one sentence you are able to tell them. Which sentence you are going to tell them for the people who watch this video?
净化人性.
Okay.
And also, we must always practice 付出无所求.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother Ku, for very interesting video, photo video, and actually he's a top Busan. Who is in the front line? He's one of the front liner, and he will respond to the helps and set up all these manyayang and other things to let the vagabond stay there, and we also spend time and effort organizing all this. The good Busan in the cultivations, and that's the practice that makes the perfect. And that's all I think. We will invite another speaker. The speaker will be Mr. Rodney. Mr. Rodney will be talking on the forbearance and viriya, and unfortunately he will be not what call online. I mean, we were online, not in the studio, so he'll be talking from his home. Welcome, Brother Rodney, Mark, to present your slides. Thank you. Restart. You haven't unmuted yet. Rodney, Mark, can you please? Cannot hear.
Yes, I'm coming.
Yeah.
The screen is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Hi, brothers and sisters. My name is Rodney, and I'm a volunteer under TIMA. Today, I'm honored to share with you the meaning of forbearance and effort, the way to practice it, and the benefit from practicing it. The word forbearance is the ability to remain unaffected by or able to withstand in any form of unexpected negative challenges in life. To practice forbearance requires patience and acceptance. We must not give in to anger or negative emotions. Most importantly, we must be able to transform negative energy to positive energy through our understanding and mental practice. Patience. What is patience? It is the capacity to accept unpleasant situations or suffering without getting angry or upset. Patience requires self-control to actions. It is of great importance in Buddhism and is the hardest among these 6 perfections that Buddhists cultivate along the spiritual path. Now, this is a basic example of how people are suffering, and they must be forbearance for all this the situation in life, like the disease and the mortgage and all this suffering. Now, I quote 2 examples from Buddha who practiced forbearance and patience at his time of enlightenment. The first one, this is the king of Golitha. Before Buddha's enlightenment, he practiced the perfections of endurance, so he could complete his journey of Bodhisattva path. King Golitha tested him to see whether Buddha could really withstand pain and suffering. The king then started to cut Sakyamuni body piece by piece, but Sakyamuni kept to his practice. He showed no emotion of suffering, stayed calm without anger towards the king. On his last breath, Buddha told the king, "When I become enlightened, you will be the first person I reform on my return." This actually shows how Buddha opened his heart to anybody who upset and offended him, but yet he returned with kindness and compassion. This is another example. An angry man came and spat in Buddha's face. Buddha wiped it off and he asked the man, "What next? What do you want to say next?" Once the man returned home that night, he couldn't erase the image of the smiling Buddha from his head. The next day, feeling very ashamed, he went to Buddha and asked for forgiveness. Buddha said to him, "I have nothing to forgive when you have not done anything wrong to me." Now, this story, actually, the moral is telling us this. When someone doesn't even know he is being forgiven, that is the true forgiving. As guilt itself should be enough punishment for a person. Therefore, if you truly forgive someone, we do not keep reminding them. So this is another way that we pay back to anybody who insult us, harm us, or do danger to us. The kindness, the compassion we offer back to them can actually transform their anger into peacefulness. This is the highest monk from ancient India. His name is Shantideva. He expressed forbearance as follows. Those who cause me suffering are like Buddhas granting their blessing to me. Since they lead me to liberating path, why should I get angry with them? If, because of my own shortcoming, I do not practice forbearance with my enemy, it is not he, but I, who prevents me from practicing patience, the cause of accumulating merits. This is what he said. This is very wise and wisdom to actually blame himself. If people offend him, he blames himself in his own shortcomings. Now, the next one is effort. I want to share with you. Effort is a kind of diligence and is doing the consistent work. A form of positive energy, practiced to defeat one's habit of laziness and excuse. It is to enjoy and to treasure every given moment of life and never try to escape from day-to-day activities by giving numerous reasons of excuses. This positive energy refers to both mental and physical energy. Taking care of your health is part of the positive energy. But for many of us, the mental energy is a bigger challenge. A lot of us struggle to make time for daily Dharma practice, such as meditating or chanting. So we often very lazy in human behavior. We always give ourselves excuses not to do this, not to do that. So a diligent practice of effort is very important for Buddhists who are walking the Bodhisattva path and preparing ourselves to eternity. What benefits can we get from all this? With diligence and persistent effort, we strive with our practice to achieve a calm, clear mind and a peaceful, loving heart. With body, speech, and mind in perfect oneness, we work endlessly and tirelessly for the benefit of others without ignoring our own needs. It is because we need to look after our own health before caring for others. In doing that, we should have no expectation for rewards or personal recognition. When we consistently practice effort and diligence, our guardian God above will protect us from evils and harms. They also will guide us to the right direction, to the Bodhisattva path. Now, when we come to practice make perfect, when we practice diligence with effort, we notice when our thoughts sometimes take us away from the present moment, and therefore we should gently bring it back to what is going on in the here and in the now. With our daily practice, we learn to care for ourselves and feel safe inner and outer harm. We then practice self-compassion when things go bum in the air. One of the goals of this effort of paramita is the cultivation of wholesome states of mind. When wholesome states of mind arise in us, we do our best to allow them to continue. When unwholesome states of mind make their appearance, we notice them, embrace them, and return our attention to manifesting wholesome state. Now, these are the examples I'm showing you where the Chi volunteers are working diligently and with their wholehearted compassion to offer their help and kindness to the public. Now, finally, I want to apply all our learning into the application of our daily lives. Forbearance and endurance to a lot of people seems like a weakness. A person endures because he's weak and cannot defend himself. But this is not true. Because in Buddhism, the greatest person has the greatest courage. We have the greatest power of endurance. We endure the sufferings caused by other people to us. We understand this suffering and the cause of this suffering. We embrace it, we accept it, and most importantly, we transform it. In life, we face up with a lot of challenges in this world. For example, work challenges, relationship challenges, family challenges, and many kinds of challenges. Sometimes these challenges cannot be avoided. We often host these negative challenges with an angry mind. If we do that, we are merely hurting ourselves both in body and mind. As today's medical research says, illness comes from worries and depressions, and of course, hatred and anger. We cannot avoid interrelationship in this world, since it is clear to us that the reason why we are here is because we need to pay back what we owe to others. Therefore, in order to clear our karma's debt, the best way to achieve this is to embrace every challenges and hardship caused by others to us. We should take these challenges as opportunities to uplift our spiritual merits. It is so important for us to practice the 6 parameters diligently so that we can cross over from this side of sufferings to the shore of the other side of liberation. To attain this liberation, and as far as forbearance and efforts are concerned, we need to forget our own self-esteem, our ego, and pride. Serving the public, like our team of volunteers, and especially to those who have depression or feeling inferior, we must be patient and tolerant towards their needs. Every piece of good actions will register as a piece of good deeds. We have to realize that our existing life came from the karma that we have created in our past lives. Therefore, to eliminate our wrongdoings and create extra good deeds will surely generate our merits. From doing such, we are approaching to overcome greediness, anger, and ignorance, the 3 poisons in our life. Now, this is the final picture I'm going to share with you. Is this monk, I'm assuming, is a Bodhisattva, which is every one of us can be, walking this Bodhisattva path diligently and effort to walk the Bodhisattva path to the other shore. And hopefully at the end of the day, we can reach there and become enlightened like our Buddha. Cảm ơn to every brother and sister listening, and I would like to pass this back to Brother Lee.
Thank you, Brother Rodney. Very good sharing on the forbearance and the effort of Buddha. And these are very important topic in us, so that forbearance might also come with patience, and it's not suppression or tolerance, because if tolerance, you build the pressure and then it will burst. So forbearance is to let go, and then accept it, and then move on. And that will be good. And of course, there must always come with love, great love, compassion, and then with the gratitude and respect. So, 感恩、尊重、爱. Thank you, Brother Rodney, and we will go back to our studio and to continue with the next topic. 感恩, Brother. Okay, just now our Brother Ku talked about 净化人生 and 也付出无所求. Actually, 净化人生 purify the mind, purify our minds. So this is the 净化人生. And the 付出无所求 is the unconditional love of giving without expecting anything in return. There's 付出无所求. And thank you, Brother Ku, for the good advice. And we believe that everybody will take note of that, and you have to practice that. Thank you. Next, we will move on to the next slide, which okay, stop sharing. Okay, I move on to the slide. PPT. Is this share? No, share. Wait, share screen. Okay. Okay. Now we come to the last two perfection. We call the Samadhi or concentration, or Ting, and the wisdom, 智慧 or Han. And these two must always work together. It's the left and the right leg. So concentration or Samadhi in Buddhism, the root words of Samadhi, Samadha, means to bring together. Samadhi has sometimes translated as concentration, but it's a particular concentration. But the Chinese word of Ting will be more appropriate to represent the meaning of Samadhi or Ting. Samadhi is anchoring the mind in the present, here and now. It means Rupatong, means you're more in whatever situation you're in. And in the deeper Samadhi, absorption is so complete that all sense of self disappear and subject to an object are completely absorbed into each other. This is a meditative form. And Samadhi is very good for it's an antidote for anger. For example, your anger arises, don't think I'm angry, as the anger belongs to us. Be aware of the arising of the anger and the state of angry mind. Realize that it's both impermanent and devoid of self. By doing so, the anger loses its compelling power and quickly subsides. This is a technique of nipping anxiety and other negative thoughts and cultivate positive feelings such as love, compassion, mental purity, equanimity, and happiness. And right concentration is meditating in such a way as to progressively realize a true understanding of the imperfection, impermanence, or non-separateness, anicca, dukkha, and anatta. So these are very important in the Samadhi practice. And how we are going to overcome this right concentration and with all this, we call the defilement. So the 5 faults to be eliminated. These are the normal, which are our obstacles or our challenges. Is on laziness, we got stuck on torpor, forgetting, stupor and restlessness, inaction and action. So to overcome laziness, we have the faith, Jing, diligence, Jing, aspiration, Wang, and the tranquility. Tranquility is just that stability or pure. And to overcome the forgetting, then you have the right mindfulness. You have to practice right mindfulness, as our son always say, 多用心. This is what we do. We have to be aware of what we are doing, especially when we are driving. Make sure that you drive and see the roads, the signage, the people, the vehicle. That is actually practicing right mindfulness in our everyday life. And for the stupor and restlessness, we must have the right knowledge. Then we can overcome all this. Because knowledge, like we come and learn the Dharma, we learn Wang, and we listen to our master expounding the Sutra, the Xin Fa Xiang. All these are very important for us. And for the inaction, we need to think. If there's no action, we have to think first. And before we do, thinking is very important. And the 5 action, then you have equanimity. That means whatever it is, you have to stay neutral, not to be disturbed, emotionally stable. And this will help you to overcome the 5, what we call the defilement or the obstacles we have. And laziness, the barrier to concentration can be countered with faith diligent expression and tranquility. This I already mentioned. Samadhi can be achieved only through the faith, patience, and continuous practice. We now come to the last one, the perfection of wisdom, the paramita of wisdom, or the prajna in Sanskrit, and panna is in Pali. In Buddhism, wisdom is realizing and perceiving the true nature of reality, seeing things as they are, not as they appear. The wisdom is not bound by conceptual knowledge. It must be intimately experienced to be understood, purifying the mind from defilements of greed, hatred, and delusion. In the successful practice of the Bodhisattva, Samadhi, wisdom, and correspond with one another without any separation. The dual practice of cessation and contemplation and the equality of Samadhi and wisdom. For example, in the Philippines, the farmers' fruit, vegetables cannot be sold during the pandemic, which not only reduces farmers' income, but also lead from decaying and harvesting vegetables that with no buyers. Such volunteers under the wisdom knowledge purchase these agricultural products and distribute them to the poor families in need. Such volunteers donate work not only to solve the immediate difficulties for the suffering people, but also to seize the opportunity to pass on the idea of doing great with less money, educating everyone, and give back the love every bit so that love can never end. And this is the slide of the vegetable farmers. And the sixth perfection, which are cross-bound the eightfold path. Generosity, we have the right intention, discipline, right speech, patience, right intention, energy, we have the right effort, meditation, right mindfulness, and right concentration, and wisdom, the right view. So the right view and right intention is always the first in the wisdom.感恩. So you will move on to the next what we call speaker. Actually, our special guest. Actually, we invited Brother Wei, and unfortunately, something, and we asked our brother Simon represent him. And Brother Simon is in the what we call the formation, actually the assistant to the CEO in the managing the people and whatever the planning the process. And welcome Brother Simon to come on studio and give us your view. So can we just continue, correct?
Brothers and sisters, good afternoon. Is it okay to start?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I believe this is my, okay. First of all, I want to thank Brother Beng Hai and Sister Pi Hong as well to set up this opportunity for us to share. Sister Su shared the Deepavali, the Festival of Lights, which is very enlightening. Brother Beng Hai shared both items, wisdom and Samadhi. And then as well as not patience, I forgot the next one. Anyway, all online, Tuji and Tata, good afternoon. I wanted to share something that I read from the Buddhism in Action in July 2020, shared from Strangren, asking us that.
The mask.
You got the mask.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we also have the
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Strangren, Master Zhenyan's asking what we can do to help during the pandemic. This pandemic, as you know, was started way back in February, and it's been now 8-9 months and doesn't seem to go away yet. So there are 4-point focus as I wanted to go through from left to right, anti-clockwise, or clockwise, sorry. First is that she asked, Sangha asked us to practice sincere piety, which we have been doing ever since we started in March. twice a day. We can do it online at 1:30 or at 9 p.m. So this is to pray piously for three things, right? Purifying hearts and harmonizing society, and then to pray for a world without disasters. So every prayer counts. As we know, in this universe, nothing is lost or created. So as we pray, our thoughts and our energy can get together and spread love and compassion. And we pray that all these prayers will reach all our Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and be answered. So that's number one. Number two is reaching out to help others. We saw Brother Ku's pictures and activities for the last few months about how he and his team and the overall Tzu Chi understand to make aware that many society are struggling to make ends meet, so they are there to support the homeless and not just support them physically, but also mentally and spiritually. So this is the first of what Tzu Chi has done during the pandemic early stage. Second bullet on give time, resources, and efforts to spread love. So any one of us can give our time to volunteer, give money if you have money that you can spare to the mission, and then of course efforts where you can come and help with the activities that is to spread love. So currently now we're also supporting the front lines in hospitals and medical centers and providing PPEs, masks, gloves, and also mattresses and pillows and now food to general hospitals and likewise. So this is another effort that we can do to reach out to help others. And the third bullet there was curb unwholesome thoughts, greed, and desires. This one ties very nicely to what all this session today on the 6 parameters. All these 6 parameters that we implement will help to curb unwholesome thoughts and greed and desire during this period, so that we can live more simply, become more simple in terms of our outlook, in terms of our lives and our relationship with people. So this involves cultivating the shift of mindset and thinking. This is not an easy journey. So we all have to learn that the only way we can go from this unwholesome to wholesome is creating our mind, our hearts, and our consciousness, so that we are all aligned to improve our practices. Our incorrect thinking has caused a lot of irreversible damage to environment and our living beings. So we need to constantly repent. Looking, as Sangren says, when we look up, we must repent, and when we look down, we become grateful. So repentance constantly, and hopefully that as every day goes along, we will become more awakened self. So, okay, the next point is the last one, respect and love all lives. I think this one is Sangren was saying that we not only must love our fellow human beings, but also all living beings. Master Chenya has been going on for so long and so intensely to ask us to request our commitment to practice meatless diet. So we have to do that. We have to learn how to overcome our craving for meat. And hopefully not just ourselves become vegetarian, which we are, but also to promote it to our family members and people around us. And especially we can start from young, we visit the children as an example, where there are a lot of activities now where children are involved with plant-based diets or meat-based diets. Okay. That's all I have, Cảm ơn, Taja.
Cảm ơn Brother Simon for your sharing, especially when you talk about the respect and love line and the sincere piety, and then you touch on also the what call the pandemic, the desire and how to overcome pandemic, and hopefully that we will take your advice, and those audience listening, and will know that all these are universal value of good things that we have to do, and then and to carry out our life. And this pandemic, I think, is affecting everybody, and we hope that from this we will all learn and adapt and follow the SOP, and to keep yourself safe, stay safe, and then what I call to carry on with our life. And
for the last part, so thank you very much for who Brother Simon and all the brothers that shared today. So for the last part, for what we have seen on Brother Simon has been sharing with us all with the 4 concepts and 4 principles. So is there any sentence in your mind right now for the last moment you are about to tell our audience, which people there is in the future as well, or the present now? Is there any sentence you want to tell them? Any at all?
Well, I think if it is one word, it's just be awakened from all that is around us. The grand lesson of all this pandemic is that it's telling us a very, very strong and message that we all need to change our lifestyle as well as our mindset towards goodness, kindness, and truth.
Yes, definitely. Of course, all these came with hard practices and time-consuming day-to-day life change. So thank you very much for listening today. So,
okay, any Q&A question? If no, then we will have to end our sharing. And before that, I would like to thanks Sister Bihong for inviting me to do the presentation for this month. And also like to thanks all the invited speakers, especially Brother Ku, and our Sister Sue, and then our Brother Rodney on the online, and then not forgetting also the last one will be our Brother Simon. And I just want to let you know that this 6 perfection of the 6 paramata actually is not working independently, all working together. You know, it's not only the speaker are highlighting each virtue or each parameter or each perfection, but they have to combine all when they come to do their work, especially when walking on to the bodhisattva path. And the wisdom will be the platform for all the virtue, because without wisdom, we will do all the wrong thing. So we only with wisdom, we will be able to do the correct thing in the correct way. As Sang say, 做得对, do it, but do it with wisdom. And we also like to thank our brother Ong Shin for helping us with the studio. And we are all very new to the all these computer things. And it is also thank you for all the audience to be with us. And we hopefully that you will meet again. And wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. And the next one will be on December. What's the date now? 18 December. We will meet again. And thank you and 感恩 for watching. Bye.